Our sponsors: the Finkley Experience, HBCU First, the Jamal Bakes Morning Show, J&J Leadership Academy. Thank you for your contributions towards the Michael Finkley Show. Hello everybody, it's Michael Finkley with the Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about the Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us!
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny Lewis of Kenny Lewis and One Voice, and you're watching my boy Michael Finkley on the Michael Finkley Show.
Call on Jesus. On the next Michael Finkley, from season 7 of The Circle on Netflix, Darian Holt is here. He gives us everything about The Circle you need to know, bro code, and he answers the question. So are you all dating now? Award-winning social media talk show by the CTR Media Network. All new Finkley, Monday.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. New and the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. Come celebrate with me. Let's turn into
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, I had to get this next person on. First of all, I love The Circle on Netflix, and I had to get this person on because it literally almost gave me a heart attack this season. But you will know why. You will definitely know why. From season 7 of Netflix, The Circle, Darian Holt is with us. What's
happening?
Oh my goodness. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me. I hope I won't give you a heart attack in the midst of this,
Man.
Oh, man.
But we're definitely going to talk about it. I thank you so much for being with us. First of all,
Sure.
We have a few things in common. First of all, you see the A5 behind me.
Yes,
That's number one.
I see
Had
it.
to get Fred on. Had to get
Absolutely.
on. When did you cross?
Spring 15, Alcorn State University, Delta Kappa, Ace Club.
There you go. Spring 09, Allen University, Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay, I got you.
My HBCU experience.
Oh, yeah. I'm an organizer, so I'm in a swag, baby. So you already know how we get down.
Of course. That's how we do down here in the South. I'm just saying.
In the South, from the dirty side.
Always every day. And that's one thing I loved about you, bro. It's like you didn't even lose yourself in this competition. You brought your authentic self. But let's go all the way back. The first time I've ever heard of who you were virally was in 2021.
Okay.
You created this whole apple fried apple.
Apple fried apple.
Now remind the Fink fam what this was.
Yeah, so that was definitely one of my biggest moments. So again, like you said, we were both a part of the same organization, Alpha Phi Alpha. I was teaching back in Mississippi, and I had my shirt on. I had my letters and my organization name, Alpha Phi Alpha. My students said, Miss, what's that on your shirt? I said, Alpha Phi Alpha, my fraternity. I was like, apple fried apple? I was like, now look, I ain't that country. It's Alpha Phi Alpha. And I was like, no, you said apple fried apple. I know you did. They kept calling me apple fried apple, apple fried apple. So it was a little running joke for a while. But ended up turning into a big thing because one day I said, you know what? They keep joking. I'm going to go ahead and make this a moment for them. So I got them T-shirts that say apple fried apple. Gave them the whole Greek life experience in terms of them feeling like what it would be like to be in a fraternity / sorority. So on field day, I got them the apple fried apple shirts. I gave them line names, line numbers, like they was in a fraternity for real. So I had Applejack, apple juice, applesauce, pineapple, all of that. I put them online. They at field day looking like they done been through it. They were like, yes, sir, big brother, apple fried apple. But anyway, I posted it. I posted the picture. I posted the videos of them singing and chanting, and it went crazy on social media. Like literally blew up. And yeah, that was the story. Apple fried apple, and people just loved it. It was so wholesome, also so funny, but also a learning opportunity for the kids. So when I say people really embraced it, especially like people that went to HBCUs, people that are a part of Greek letter organizations, like that was something that people could really relate to on a bigger level. So now that's the story, apple fried apple, and people still love it to this day.
What did you do with it today?
So I just recently had a group of apple fried apples here in Houston, my most recent line. So they were the manzanas because I yeah. Oh no, we going global around here. So I do have a lot of Hispanic kids. So they were my big manzanas that I had this year. But in terms of apple fried apple, I am a nonprofit organization. So overall, I'm looking to making it more of a global program. So reaching out to like boys and girls clubs, mostly like as a mentor group. I want to be able to mentor the kids, hopefully get some scholarship opportunities, get kids to HBCUs, and really just in college in general, get some community service. So at the end of the day, I wanted to be an opportunity where kids can get that mentorship and also get that experience of possibly, get into college or, things like that. So a combination of things, but yeah, we're working over here.
I got you. So there's a alpha chapter,
In the beta chapter
beta
out here in Houston
chapter.
now. And the thing is, I have so many other educators that reached out to me like, hey, can I get apple fried apple here at my school? What do I need to do? So I'm gonna take the time to kind of, build up an actual program or in terms of how I wanted to be introduced to like other, schools or things like that. So yeah, but it's definitely pretty popular amongst, education and a lot of other people as well.
I got you. Now keep on going with it, bro. Keep on going
Yeah,
with it. Definitely making a difference in that light. And it's great early exposure too.
exactly.
It really, really is. I felt like I needed something like that when I was growing up. I knew nothing about Greek life. I knew nothing about
Exactly.
HBCU life or anything before I got
And
into it.
also, and the fun thing about my school back home, all of my schools where all of the classes I taught were named after HBCU. So that's a fun fact. So like, yeah, my homeroom was Alabama State. So I taught four other classes. I taught Texas Southern, that was a classroom. Prairie View was a classroom. FAMU was a classroom. Jackson State was a classroom. So imagine like, hey, you in the morning, like, hey, I'm going to Alabama State this morning. I'm going to NCAT. So these kids in this fifth, sixth, seventh grade. So these are what these kids are introduced to at a young age. So when I brought apple fried apple in the mix, that was like, okay, not only are they familiar with HBCU culture, now apple fried apple, they get familiar with the actual Greek culture. So now they're like, okay, well, I want to go to, HBCU and I want to play as Greek. And I'm getting that entire experience at fifth and sixth grade. So, I always think about that being a full circle moment because I just can't wait till the day one of my students actually pledge and they be like, I was amidst the whole class in Alcorn. Now I'm at Alcorn and I was apple fried apple and now I'm alpha phi alpha in real life. So I'm waiting on that moment to happen in life.
And it's going to happen. It's definitely going to
Right.
happen. A lot of I'm a former classroom teacher. I still teach on a collegiate level, but a lot of my former students are now our fraternity brothers. Oh, it's a
There we
good
go.
feeling. It's definitely is a good feeling. They make you feel a little old, but it's a good feeling.
Yeah,
It's
you're
a
right.
good feeling. So let's rewind present day, season 7 of The Circle. Now, how did this come to you?
Yeah, so I've been like you, just like you. I'm a fan of the Circle too. I watch every season. I literally applied to the Circle season one. So I've always been a fan. If you go back to one of my old tweets, I literally said that I want to be on the Circle, and I quoted that tweet 4 years later, with my picture of me being on the Circle this year, just saying like how I pretty much manifested that into being my reality. So yeah, I've been applied to the show. I had the opportunity to, further my process this year. And I obviously I stood out as a personality and I was able to advance and ultimately, make it on Netflix and be on season 7 of The Circle.
Here we go. And I'm telling you, as we started this conversation, there were a lot of ups and downs, smiles and frowns, twists and turns this season. Because, like I said, I've been watching since the beginning. And I'm telling you, this season was just so different. So you get into this, right? And I feel like this alliances was already made, like among the bros, right? You have this bro code, you have this strong alliance, like, and we saw it. If you think family, you didn't watch it, go back and go to your
Right.
Netflix account
Catch up.
and go catch up. I'm telling you. But
Catch up mustard.
but in that, do you feel, and you were connecting with these different people, do you feel there was a true alliance that you were going into at that moment?
Yeah, especially like with Kevin. I mean, well, my strongest alliances early on in the show was with Kevin and Andy in terms of the bro alliance, and then my alliance with Queen Jadejha. Obviously, me and Queen Jadejha having the strongest alliance on the show and off the show. But anyway, going into the show,
We're gonna talk about that. Here you go.
I'm jumping the gun. But no, truthfully, like, going into the game, I did want to have that bro alliance because again, I wanted to, have the best of both worlds. Like I wanted to have my bros, then I also wanted to have my lady. That way, it's like, okay, I'm not just one sided in the game. But I did think that we would, would be strong competitors in the game. So the thing is, once you enter, you want to build alliances quick. So that was one of my strategies, getting connected with the bros.
Yeah, and I tell you, I'm trying to keep my questions in my mind in order because when, like I say, it was just so much going on, and
Right.
when one person was eliminated, the gun target was then aimed at you
Right.
in that sense. So I'm like, people were really playing the game, like
No, they were.
lying, all this kind of good stuff. Like, how in your mind when you thought that you were on top of the world and you were ranked so low, like how was that moment? Like, I feel like I had all these people that had my back, but what in the world? What's going on?
Yeah, because I mean, because in the beginning of the game, like I think I was ranked like I was doing pretty fair, you know what I'm
You
saying? And
were.
then everyone turned against the bros, and that's when it all went downhill. So I was like, dang, but honestly, I just knew truthfully, like the bro alliance was just crumbling. And that was obviously evident because all three of us were ranked bottom at the time. So that just kind of turned into like, girls versus again, you had the bro alliance, then you had the girl alliances that they had. So they just outpowered us at the time. They just in terms of like how they voted strategically and things like that, like we just end up, being at the top for a while and then we just made it eventually to the bottom. Ship kind of sailed.
I'm telling you. And then I was so bad at you. I
Um,
was mad at you. I'm like, why in the world? He has the power to pick someone that could save him. Why did you pick Kevin?
so I'm gonna tell you, and so I became disrupted at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I became disrupted at night, I was ready to make my decision that night. So 100%, I already made in my mind, I'm gonna pick Jadejha.
That's
Correct?
so. Yes.
Yes, but again, that was that night. So when that was like, there, you have the power to be the disruptor. You can choose influence. I'm like, bet. About to choose Jadejha, that was like, you make your decision tomorrow. So think about going to sleep. All right, you got the whole day to think about who you gonna choose as a disruptor. That's a long time to think about the obvious decision, correct? So again, let me talk about me getting into again. I should have stayed on the defensive mode, but let me talk about strategically what made me overanalyze that situation. So I'm gonna talk strategically. My goal was I was the disruptor. I'm gonna tell you, I took the reason I didn't pick Jadejha was because I didn't want to have her targeted. Because first of all, she was playing a good game. She was third every time. She was never the influencer, so she never had the extra attention drawn on her. Secondly, she was always third. Then thirdly, Gianna was the other influencer. She had no chance of even going home. And then lastly, I didn't want to be outed as a disruptor. So I didn't want to be outed as a disruptor, and I also wanted to send Madeline home. So all of those different elements, those were the reasons that I came up in my. I was like, okay, I don't want her to I don't want people to put a target on her back. Because truthfully, I had a target on my back, and I wasn't even a damn influencer. And you can tell how I felt in that moment. And being in that moment, I was like, I didn't want to have her feel what I was feeling, like in terms of like the extra pressure or the extra attention. So I didn't want to target on her back. But looking back now, if I was gonna go with that, I should have chosen Garrett. Garrett would have been my best option in terms of I could have chose Garrett. Jadejha wouldn't have had a target on her back. No one would have known I was to disrupt the hell. Garrett wouldn't even know who the hell made him influence at the time. But the thing was, me and Garrett only had like one chat, and that was the chat with me, him, and Gianna. I never got a chance to talk to him on a personal level. So Garrett, that would have been like, where the hell this come from, you know? Truthfully. And then again, you know, one of my goals was to get Malin out of the game. And then you see me have a chat with Kevin trying to confirm, like, hey, we still good, this and that. So
And he was playing you the entire time.
yeah, he was, which is crazy because, like, bro, Madeline had just came in the game. Like, again, we done did the VIP party, we done formed the alliance. She come in and say one little word, and he just flipped the switch on your boy. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, in terms of that, it was a lot more that went into that decision than people may realize. But yeah, ultimately, that was one of the deciding factors. I should have just played it safe, but I did take a gamble on that. Again, I didn't want to have her targeted because she was playing such a great game, and you know I didn't want to throw it off. But truthfully, going into that, I really thought they would have just either blocked Tierra. I really thought they was end up blocking Tierra because in terms of I didn't know whose side she was on, but it's just I didn't think that I would be the one that they would compromise on. I thought they would be compromised on like Tierra or Rachel or somebody like that, truthfully.
So that makes more sense in my mind because after I calmed down a little bit, I'm
yeah,
like,
I heard this a lot. Like people legit said they was pissed off at me, like they was throwing the remote at the TV. Like Darian, how could you not trust your black queen? It was first. Why would you trust Kevin over her? I never trusted Kevin over her, and that's the narrative that I've been trying to get people to understand. Like it was never that I trusted Kevin over her. It's because I didn't want her to have a target on her back the way I had a target on my back.
And that makes sense because I literally, if you would have chosen Gianna, you would have literally put that target in Jadejha. If you would have chosen Jadejha with that, you would have literally put a target on her back, and then people would have known that you were that disruptor. So
and then so think about like after like when the chats opened the next morning, 100% that would have been we would have still been going there. They would have been like, well, we all know who the disruptor was,
right?
And then we would have been going back and forth. But I mean, honestly, the way our season was going, it really don't even matter. That was just the way we was playing. Like, so yeah, we was getting no chats were getting crazy.
I'm telling you, but that's what made good TV, though. I'm literally
exactly
because our eyes were stuck to it each and every week.
Right.
Were you really shocked by who won?
No. In terms of if you look at the people that were on the couch, I wanted them to win out of everyone on the couch. Like in terms of like they played a nice genuine game. Like they played very strategic as well, but also they still remained true to like being loyal. Although they tried to fight for me. I saw that like in the game, like even when they made the decision to they were vouching for me more than Kevin. But yeah, I think definitely the Twins deserved it because they did play a fair game. They played an honest game. They played a strategic. They played a damn good game, even as a catfish. Like for them to play the way they did, like they deserved that. Like they was the underdogs. Like there was a perfect underdog story. So yeah.
Now we can't leave this conversation without talking about the love interest aspect. Formed in this amazing season.
Right.
It was tell us about this because literally, first of all, when I first saw you all, I'm like, well, I'm rooting for the black people, and I hope they get together. So, so talk about this love interest that came about.
Well, I mean, you know, you saw on screen. Everybody saw what I saw. You feel me? I knew as soon as I seen it pop up, it was over. I was shooting straight up, 100%. I said, "Hey, circle send message now. I'm getting in there, sliding in the DMs. Went one of the ways, no time, no hesitation." They was like, "Darian, who you want to talk to?" Jadejha, instantly, expeditiously. But no, like straight up, like when I saw, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is my type. This is beautiful black woman. Anybody that know me, I love me a beautiful black woman." So that was 100%. That was gonna happen anyway. So the bond that we made, obviously, when I went to go see her, that energy was still the same.
Man, that energy was vibing. Listen.
Yeah, it was vibing. You saw how that turned out. So yeah, I couldn't help. I was like, yeah, I'm about to do this. I ain't give a damn, but yeah.
And you didn't, bruh. And you went for it. You went
Yeah.
for it. So are you all dating now?
Yeah, absolutely. We man, look, also a lot of people don't know we filmed the show a year ago. So we've been rocking for a whole year.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah. So
Wow.
fun fact, I'm from Mississippi. I lived in Mississippi when I filmed the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I currently live in Houston now. And Jadejha lives in Houston, so
Bing, bada, boom. Bing,
boom, bada
bada,
boom.
boom. I
But
love
yeah,
it.
I love it. I love it here though. But yeah, we've been doing our thing.
That's what's up. Hey,
For sure.
and
I
I
said,
did.
look, I'm leaving here with something. I'm
My,
leaving here with something.
listen, my good brother's still a winner.
Oh, I'm still
You
a winner.
know
I'm a real winner. I won the real prize, if you ask me.
that part.
Shoot. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir. That part. Think Sam, when we come back, I'll tell you, my dear fraternity brother and I, we're going to play one of our newest segments, questions that he answers. Don't go away. Back in a moment.
I'm Francis Chule. I play Pierce in Invasion on Tubi, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, the original singer of the Pokemon theme song is here, Jason Page. He reveals to us how he was able to sing the iconic song. And of course, he reveals his next biggest dream, award-winning social media talk show by the CTR Media Network. All new Finkley, Monday. HBCU First. HBCU First Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. HBCU First is a student-led community advancing the well-being and economic participation of America's Black youth. As the leading HBCU internship and mentoring academy, we empower elite students from 70-plus historically Black colleges and universities with in-demand college-to-career skills. For more information, visit their website, www.hbcufirst.com. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you. Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Still chatting with my dear fraternity brother, season 7 of The Circle, Netflix. Darian Holt is with us, and I tell you, we're going into one of our newest segments called Questions That Need Answers.
Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get caught. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get caught. Who you with? Who you with?
And so with this one, I'm going to name out 5 different questions, and they're or questions. So you get to choose which one you prefer. You ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's go. So, number 1, Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Period. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
You got to have one, bro.
Period. Easily.
Okay. All right, let's get down to this one. AKA or Delta?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, AKs.
All right.
But look, I come from a family full of AKs. Mama AKA, both my grandmas AKs, aunties AKs, the cousins AKs. Literally, I got a family full of pink and green.
Oh, there you go. Can't go
They
wrong.
would kill me if I said anything else.
Smart move, bro. Smart move. Next one. HBCU or PWI?
HBCU, come on now. It's the king HBCU right here. What you talking about? I went to 2 of them. Alcorn State and Jackson State. So, that's speak for itself.
There you go. The final one. The Cosby Show or A Different World?
Oh. I'm gonna say different world. I'm gonna ride with a different world. I'm gonna ride with a different world.
I'm telling you, there was the anchor on
Yeah, I'm
HBCU
about to say
television.
I'm gonna ride with a
Literally,
different world on that one. Yeah.
literally. There we go. But when we come back, he gets to tell us his answer to the question of the season. What's his next biggest dream? Don't go away, Think Fam. Back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ursula Robinson, Miss Linda from Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black, and you're watching the only show to watch, The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, the original singer of the Pokemon theme song is here, Jason Page. He reveals to us how he was able to sing the iconic song. And of course, he reveals his next biggest dream, award-winning social media talk show by the CTR Media Network. All new Finkley, Monday. Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullen, South Carolina? I promise you. Come on down to Garden Alley.
Our grape salad's fabulous. Our water gate, our potato salad, our chicken is fresh. Macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop, and so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
Hey Think Fam, join us Wednesdays for Wednesday Wishes, your inspirational moment, available on all social media platforms. On the next Michael Finkley, the original singer of the Pokemon theme song is here, Jason Page. He reveals to us how he was able to sing the iconic song. And of course, he reveals his next biggest dream, award-winning social media talk show by the CTR Media Network. All new Finkley, Monday. Okay, bro, here we are. What is your next biggest dream?
Oh, so I feel like I just be on side missions these days. Like, what can I accomplish next? What can I do next? So, ultimately, my biggest dream is obviously to get married, have a wife, family, and kids. But let's think just dreams in terms of me accomplishing new things. I would love to be in a movie. Like actually have a speaking role in a movie or a show. So a dream show of mine, I'll just go ahead and put that out in the atmosphere. Abbott Elementary. I'm shooting for Abbott Elementary. So I feel like I'll be perfect. Apple Fried Apple and Abbott Elementary is like the perfect crossover. You feel me?
Okay, Quinta, if you're hearing this, Quinta,
I'm telling you, D Hope, Darian Holt, Apple Fried Apple, Apple Elementary, crossover, cameo. Put me in as a substitute teacher, or I'm telling you, let me do an after school program with Apple Fried Apple. It's gonna go crazy. So that's what we manifesting. That's a dream of mine. And again, I manifest because I said I was gonna be on the circle years ago, and I'm on the circle this year. So I said I'm gonna be on Apple Elementary. I just need y'all to see if see when that happens. So boom.
So
There we
we'll
go.
be waiting because that's another one of my favorite shows.
Okay,
Literally,
we'll see. Say
especially as an
less.
educator.
There we
I
go.
get all this. I get all this know-how. Yeah.
There we go.
So life after the circle, what does that look like?
It's actually been pretty cool. You know, nothing too crazy in terms. You know, like I just have a different fan base, a different audience, different supporters, things like that. But you know, my daily life is still pretty much the same. I will say, you know, I do a lot in terms of me being an influencer on the side that has picked up in terms of like doing paid, you know, brand deals and collaborations and interviews and things like that. So right now I'm kind of finding that balance. You know, still maintaining my regular life, but also this is my other life. So I think I've been doing pretty fair. But whenever the other life just get just get to the point where it's just overshadowing the other life, then you know we just gonna see how God made things operate for you, boy.
Of course. What are you currently working on now?
So currently I just got with an agency. Literally just got with an agency, an influencer agency. So right now we're working together to just kind of look at different opportunities and avenues and things like that. So, you know, I'm always working on something. So when it happened, it happened.
I gotcha. Are you proud of yourself?
Oh, I'm proud of myself. I really am. Like looking again, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, straight up. A lot of people from where I'm from don't get the opportunities that I receive. You know, there's some great people that come out of Jackson, but the stereotype of people from Mississippi, first of all, is you know they think we still live in 1950 around there, which is crazy. It's a lot of you know people that's just truly uneducated as well too. But me as a young black male, positive black male with a positive image, you know, reaching new heights. You know, I want to be an inspiration to other people just to let them know it don't matter where you're from. You know, anything is possible. Just be yourself. Everything I've been doing is strictly from me just being the person I am today and just letting, you know, my dreams manifest. So that's the goal. So yeah, I'm proud of myself.
There you go.
And people are proud of me too. So yeah.
There you go. How can the Think Fam follow you on social media? Because we want to continue to watch your journey.
Oh yeah, for sure. The journey is amazing. So you can follow me at D_Holt. So DEE_Holt, HOLT. That's my Instagram and my TikTok. Then you can also follow me on Twitter. I'll be kind of wilding on Twitter. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. You can probably just type in Darian Holt. D Holt is actually D_1 and only _. So yeah, you can find me across my social platforms. I ain't hard to find.
All right, you heard it here. We appreciate you for being on, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
We're gonna keep watching you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Think Fam, thank you so much for watching. Always remember to pursue your dreams. Have a good one.